So I ultimately chose to be an economics major because I actually started out in business administration, and that wasn't exactly what I wanted to do. It was more of, studying how a business runs, how to make a business run well, and marketing, advertising, things like that. And that's not exactly what I wanted to do. So when I transferred into Stockton, I saw that they had an economics program, and I knew exactly that's what I wanted to do, because in economics, it's not just the study of business, but it's the study of human behavior, how prices work, and how those two things can interact. So it's more research-based, and it's more, you can really get into it, and it's not just cut and dry like businesses. So that's why I wanted to do that.
I chose the Stockton economics program because I truly believe that an economics degree is very versatile, and that it would allow me to go into a variety of different careers. And going into college, I didn't want to pick a major that would limit me if I potentially changed my mind.
I chose the Stockton economics program because I was interested in a lot of things going into college. I was interested in a lot of social sciences like anthropology, psychology, stuff like philosophy, stuff like business, history, finance. There's so many things I was interested in. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I chose a degree that kind of touches on all of it.
I'm an international student, and after completion of high school, I always knew that I wanted to go to the US for my undergraduate degree, and I was looking for universities in the north side, and I found Stockton University in New Jersey. It was best location. That's the reason I chose Stockton.
So I remember back in high school, I wasn't really positive what I wanted to study when I went to college, and I knew I was interested in various different fields, and they range from like literature to math and science. And so as I kind of went through my first couple of years in college, I found that econ was a way for me to utilize all different parts of my brain and explore my various interests. And so through econ, I found that was the best way for me to entertain things that related to history and philosophy, but also like dive into statistics and mathematics and bring those together and, study econ that way.
So my next steps are law school. I decided to major in econ mostly because they offered the pre-law concentration. So I decided in my sophomore year of college that I wanted to go to law school.
I am currently a reporting analyst for a local company. I started as a financial data analyst at a larger company that was on contract, but I moved to a smaller company after the contract ended, somewhere local, and I'm getting good experience there.
Yeah, so after I graduated from Stockton, I ended up going to law school. I just graduated a couple months ago, so I am a lawyer, and I'll be working for the New Jersey courts.
I was fortunate to have the opportunity to work as a research assistant for one of our professors here at Stockton, Dr. Devon. We researched the impact of immigrant workers on the economy in both New Jersey and Pennsylvania. It was recently published by the William J. Hughes Center, Stockton's Public Policy Center, and it was also covered by multiple newspapers and magazines in New Jersey.
With the Stockton economics programs, I had opportunities to challenge and grow through rigorous debate, rigorous research, and I also was able to get an internship that was my first in-office job that translated to experience for my first out-of-college job.
The best opportunity I had with Stockton's econ program was doing my own research, and that was something that I think distinguished me from many of my peers, was being able to develop a theory that was purely my own and original.
So the first opportunity that comes to mind when I think of what the econ program has done for me was a course I took called Econometrics, which every econ major will take. And we did a semester-long research project, and at the end of the semester we were able to compile a very professional research paper.
One of the best things about Stockton is meeting people from all over the world. There are so many international students here, and I get to know them, their culture. That's the best thing about Stockton University.
We were a small net major, and there weren't a lot of students, so I always got to see the same faces in almost all my classes, and that made going through the rigor of the program a lot more palatable.
My favorite thing about Stockton's economics program is the smaller class sizes because it's given me the opportunity to actually get to know all my peers and make connections with all my professors.
Although the program is quite small, I think that is probably the best thing about it because we get to have that one-on-one with our professors and actually form a relationship with them.
The smaller class sizes, especially in the upper level courses and intermediate level courses, they will definitely help your experience and help you grow.